everybody. Welcome to another Lead In With Lorne. It's so great to have you back. And this week, I want to introduce you to a very important phrase. And it's a phrase that I forgot to use this last week, and I'll share that story with you in a moment. But the phrase is, have you considered? It's an important phrase, and it could be a great phrase to put into your communication toolbox. And last week when I was at a senior leaders meeting, we had a couple of emerging people come in and present their progress on a project. And they had been doing a phenomenal job and very enthusiastic. And I have a huge amount of experience about process work. And so at the end of their presentation, they asked all of us, do you have any feedback? And frankly, I had quite a bit that I thought was useful. So I kind of rattled off, maybe even machine gunned a whole series of suggestions. And you could kind of see them sagging a little bit. I'm going, oh, damn, that was not what I was trying to do. My content was meaningful, and I didn't do it in a, arrogant kind of way, but just the very fact that, I was coming from a whole series of suggestions, I think made them feel like maybe they hadn't been complete in their work. And that was not my intent. My intent was to add to it. And if I would have used the phrase, have you considered, it would have made all the difference. It would have been a more inclusive, open up the conversation, engage them, as opposed to, hey, blah, 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 blah. You might want to think about that. And, and even you might want to think, which is a pretty good phrase too, it's not as powerful, I think, as, have you considered, which is very respectful. And so, and I followed up with them and I kind of did some damage control and that kind of stuff. And they were very gracious. But the point is that I wouldn't even have to do that. There'd been richer, more meaningful dialogue if I'd have simply used the phrase, have you considered? So this week, when you go about your business, try it out, experiment with it. If you don't use it all the time, you have to use it genuinely. It can't be a throwaway phrase. But when you really are sitting there working with a colleague or a group and you're going, hey, have you considered, or have we considered, boy, it's a really powerful opener, a very inclusive, conversational, advancing phrase. So try it this week, and I'd love to know how it worked for you. As always, join us in our socials. If you can, please consider subscribing to LorneRubis.com or our YouTube channel. We do this because you're there and you inspire us. So thanks. I hope that phrase makes a difference for you, and I look forward to seeing you again next week, and bye for now.